I don't know. I don't know what fucking episode this shit is.
This is the Lost Tapes.
This is fucking.
It's the home invasion tapes. I'm in your living room, John.
I'm fucking laying here like Jabba the Hutt.
I feel like Han Solo. I've come and I need some help.
Wait, did he get trapped there, or did he come?
I think you worked for him. He needed some shady favors.
Oh, really? That makes sense.
I'm nerdier than I appear. Han Solo was deeply beholden to Jabba the Hutt on some criminal debt. Criminal.
This is Jon Bass Podcast episode. Hold on, I gotta check YouTube.
Are we going? Is this the start of it?
We have started. My podcast veteran friend told me yesterday that I need to make sure and announce to my guests that we have indeed started.
We should have started 4 hours ago when we were still talking about stuff.
Joking. So, preface this, Drew and I both took a 90 milligram edible about, 30 minutes ago?
I can neither confirm nor deny that the edible might be kicking in very hard right now. Yes. Yeah, it was just long enough to kick my ass.
Yeah, it's I don't know, I'm not really feeling it quite yet. But we did take one, and we're here in my house. I haven't done one here in my house in a while. So, wait, you were saying something again about fucking Han Solo?
Oh, yeah. I'm the Han Solo to your Jabba the Hutt right now. I feel like actually, for the viewers, they should know, I broke into your home to record a podcast.
I'm adjusting my camera with my feet right now. So.
I need opportunities to the point that I'm willing to risk a felony for it, so...
It's not a break-in if I let you in, dude.
It's good, yeah.
So, Jabba the Hutt, what fucking planet was that on? They were on again.
They were on Tatooine. Is this the Star Wars episode?
I don't know.
It's about to be, I think.
Can be. You know, lately, I've been really fixated upon air and / space travel a lot.
That's I
can't get it out of my head.
I always go back to the Pentagon UFO stuff that more people should be talking about, right? Like the Pentagon was like, hey, UFOs are a thing and we don't know what they are. And then everyone was like, okay, cool, but what's Kanye doing? Just really nothing came out of that.
He was fucking running for president.
I mean, he had a strong 4%. It was a good run.
You know, I did a absentee ballot because I'm a good, responsible white guy. I'm not trying to go to the fucking poll booth like a fucking peasant.
Dude, I stood in line like an old man. Just waiting. I spent my whole day.
I had always done that before, but for whatever reason, this time they had well, it was the first time I had ever been able to vote. Well, I guess they didn't have the option last time anyway. But I filled it in. But Kanye was on the ballot, and like I wasn't gonna vote for him, but like it was funny, and I was thinking of his name.
It's very tempting to vote for Kanye.
I filled it out. Like I started coloring in. I was like, "What are you doing?" And I had to go to the bottom to see what the procedure was for.
Did you ask if you can get a mulligan on your vote? You just say, hey, can I redo that?
Can I get a Kanye on this one?
Yeah, I actually made a Kanye. I need to go back and change it.
I almost asked you who you voted for, and I was like, dude, you can't do that.
Dude. I'll tell you. Don't
tell me. I don't care.
You know. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, my God.
No.
Are you going to vote next election? Wait, this is Drew Blankenship.
Great introduction. I'm happy to be here.
So
they don't even need to know who I am. It's fine.
If you're ever wondering about being on the podcast, all you have to do is like
just show up,
just hang out. I'm not joking. I'm really starting to feel edible.
I can tell. As
God.
I'm like really getting into podcast mode here. I see you coming unglued.
Oh, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
This is episode 1 of the Drew Blankenship podcast. My guest is Jon Bass. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yes. Let's do this.
We're
King.
here in his living room.
Let's do this, King. Let's do this podcast, King.
I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Is this your first ever podcast?
First ever, yes. Long time listener, first time podcaster.
Wait, you've been listening to my podcast?
Podcast in general.
But not mine.
I'm going to get around to it.
Fuck you.
It's on the list. It's on the list.
You know, it's fine. I think most of the people who've been on my podcast has probably only ever listened to the one that they
their own
on.
episode. Oh,
Hey,
yeah. You're going to get 400 listens from me.
When you get that algorithm up, if you've been on a podcast and you're listening again, comment on this one and go back to yours and comment.
I wish that your camera was pulled further and had a wide angle. I just see your little tootsies poking out. John's got his bare feet out.
No, I'm not trying to put my feet on the
And he's
internet.
gesticulating with his toes whenever he speaks. It's sort of adorable, honestly.
Gesticulating? I've never heard that word.
Oh.
I have, but it's been a long time. I don't really like
It's
it.
like when people talk with their hands, they like gesticulate or whatever. I
Is
know
that
about
what that means?
I know about vocabulary and Star Wars. I'm here for it.
Can you speak any of them Star Wars languages? Like,
I think that was. I don't know if I could possibly top that. That was pretty good. Were you in a Star Wars movie? What the?
can we speak Star Wars?
Speaking Star Wars, we're one false syllable away from getting clipped and canceled forever.
That's not a.
That was pretty good. The first one was it was movie quality. Disney's going to be calling you after this episode.
Fuck Disney. Fucking Disney's for fucking pedophiles. I sound like the older I get, the older you get, the more you start accusing people of being a pedophile.
Dude, people really care later in life. Yeah, they're really like riding for the.
Does that just mean the older you get is the more you want to fuck kids?
So you gotta bury it. You gotta fight against it. They're overcompensating. It is weird. I see the way some people act. We're like, especially going back to politics and stuff, and I'm like, when I'm like 60, am I just gonna be freaking out over this shit, or is this weird, or is it just what it's gonna be? I don't know.
I think you get old and then you get scared, and you're like, ow.
I used to get a bit scared of getting old, but I'm excited now. We're going to be a weird old generation. Just at the nursing home, people were like blasting Screamo music and fucking Cardi B, like twerking in the hallways of their old folks' home.
Oh, man, this would be crazy.
It's going to be bizarre. I'm looking forward to it.
What do you think so that in 40 years,
Okay.
I think, and we'll be old.
Yeah, you'll be
What-
125.
What do you think that they'll be? What do you think that the people that are young will think of it? They'll be like, they'll probably think we're just like animals.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be. I can't believe that they used to like touch each other to have sex. They didn't plug into VR and stare at each other like Demolition Man. Like that's where it's going.
I remember that. I remember that sex scene with Sylvester and Sarah Bullock.
That's it, dude. People are gonna get into VR chat and just touch fingertips, and that's gonna be.
Well, do you remember on the Coneheads the way they fucked?
They just like put their heads together and like made weird noises.
No, they had these rings and they put them on their head and then they would touch like they would fuck just like telepathically.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. They're gonna be like, I can't believe these old fucking animals are still using their dicks on each other, and they're like,
because you remember Rest in Power King Chris Farley was in there,
Yes,
and
yeah.
they shared the rings. Who was it that played his girlfriend or played? She was hot.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've watched Coneheads.
The girl who played.
It's for all the Conehead fans out here.
I'm a huge
Shout out Conehead.
fan. You know what though? It makes sense because like, and I was saying about space and the air and flight, but I don't know if it's just a coincidence from doing some acid recently.
That will make you think about space a lot, for sure.
But definitely it makes me think about it.
Have you ever done DMT?
No.
In my first podcast, we got to talk about DMT, right? And there's like a checklist. I got to say something controversial,
I've never
too.
done it before. I don't think we've ever even talked about it. Probably, I'm sure I've talked about it.
DMT. I tried it. I've done it.
You came to my house. You didn't bring me any.
I don't know if I'll try it again. It had the people, they talk about it. They're like, oh, you know, you fly through space. You're 1,000 years of wisdom, and you're not afraid of death anymore. Your ego dies. All that. I had the opposite experience. The whole time, I just thought I was having a heart attack, and then I came out of it. And I look at my buddy. I'm like, okay, is it gonna it's really kick in now, right? Like, it's time to meet the goblins and the space wizards or whatever. And he was like, it's been like half an hour. It was just. I think it made it worse. It made me more afraid of dying.
Wait, what did you experience?
Okay, so my friend, we did alternating for safety.
Okay.
Because I was trying to be responsible. And he did it, and he was like in and out and passing out and coming back up. And whenever it was done, he was like, yeah, you know, I thought I was going to die. And I said, fuck it. And I flew through space, and it was like 100,000 years. And I met a centaur, and I was a worm monster in a galaxy somewhere. It was all kinds of crazy shit. Like all this stuff you hear online from him. Like, okay, cool. All right, it's go time. I'm like, it's my turn. He's babysitting me. I put my music of choice on. Really ready for it. I do it.
Hold on a second. What's your music of choice?
I was probably listening to Krungbin.
Shit.
Listening to like fucking Texas funk music. Because what else do you want to listen to?
Texas funk music. What the fuck is
Never
that?
heard of Krungbin? Shout out Krungbin. It's very chill. It's like almost entirely
How do you
instrumental.
spell it?
KHR.
KH?
Yeah.
This is some fucking Ukraine shit.
All the comments on your podcast are going to be like, this was not funny, but this band was awesome.
Is this it? Crude and Crenabin?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what was playing. Can we even play this?
I don't know. There's going to be like interviews and interludes on the live stuff. Let's see. Go over. Are you sponsored? Are you going to get like a copyright strike on this?
I don't know. Probably not.
Let's
find out.
Perfect.
So you were listening to this garbage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was ready. It was good.
This sounds like fucking Chinese folk music or something.
Dude, I was ready to get in touch with my ancestors. I felt good about it. And it did not go well. I started to do it, and instead of like flying through space and like surpassing death and letting my ego go, I just fought it the whole time because it just feels like you're dying. I don't know if you've had an ego death that the DMT people call it.
Yeah, I mean, I've had it. I feel like that is part of the anxiety and the paranoia that people say they have with weed.
They get like a version of that?
I think that's just...
That would be horrible.
I think that's just a lighter version of it.
It could be.
Because whenever I've done like heavy dose of mushrooms, I feel it too. And I I have trouble letting go. And I'm hanging on. But when I'm just let go, I'm okay. But... Yeah. I do hang on for a while. I hang on for
I don't think I've done enough mushrooms to like exit myself like that.
You may not have done enough DMT.
Well, people told me that, but I did the same amount as my friend, and he was a large guy. So I thought like structurally, anatomically, like it had to be enough. But I don't know. It started out and it was like...
Did you smoke it? Or did you eat it?
Smoked. And
it shouldn't matter then. If you smoked it, it shouldn't matter.
Well, I had to like I sort of chickened into it. Like I was cutting it up a little bit. I was like, scared of it. So the first time, like the first half of it, I had to do like 2 rips and do the first one. And I'm like, oh, this is crazy. It's like the most visuals I've ever got off of anything. Just like inching into this, it's gonna be like magical. See like eyeballs opening in the wall and stuff. My ceiling fan was like waving at me. And then do the second half of it. And they just thought I was having a heart attack the whole time. And there was like just vortexy, scary shit in my face. It was pretty bad.
Like what? What did you see, though?
It was like a red and white, like spirally vortex, and then flashing in the center of it where it would like concentrate at was like a cat face, like a silhouette of a cat. And like the spiral would meet like in its forehead. It was freaky. And it was just that. And like me holding on to myself and feeling like I was having a heart attack. It was pretty brutal. And I came out of it. My buddy's like, "Was it awesome, man? Did you like talk to the elves or whatever? You're like, are you at peace?" And I look like shell shocked for the rest of the day. It was like, the fuck, man. I thought I was gonna shit the couch and just die right here.
Really?
It was pretty rough. I would not recommend it. Some people seem to handle it much better than me. I don't. Maybe I have a stubborn ego. I don't know.
I mean, I've
really
heard
sure.
everyone I've talked to. Well, not everyone, but most of the people I've talked to were like,
You know, I'm starting to agree with you about this music. Maybe that's what sent me into it.
"What the fuck is it?"
It's captivating you. I see your toes moving again.
Nah, I mean, this chick's hot. That's kind of why I'm staring at it. Just turn it down. Yeah, I want to do it. But I also don't want to just like.
The guy that gave it to me said I didn't do enough. He said you have to do so much that you can't possibly fight it, which sounds like a lot. But I don't know. That was the only advice I got from like a DMT veteran or whatever.
Yeah, I see that because
So
like
you have to incapacitate yourself to like not push past it or something.
yeah, I don't think I've like with mushrooms. I don't think I've done enough to incapacitate myself. I've done like 7.
Oh yeah, shrooms. I stop at like giggly in the shower, and that's pretty good for me. I don't like peel my face off and fly through the sky or anything like.
I haven't done anything yet that have gotten me that far. Like the closest is probably acid.
I think we should do bath salts on camera tonight.
No, I don't want to do
Together.
any. I'm not down to do any like, I don't know, real chemically. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably a good rule to have, just in general.
Like if it's not natural, then I'm probably not like too down to do it. I mean, DMT is natural.
I mean, I
comes
don't know.
from
I
fucking
don't.
bark.
I don't know the science of it. It smelled like burnt rubber
It
when we
comes
were
from-
doing it. It
yeah,
smelled
I
like hot shoes.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not good for
It
you.
was weird. I don't know. It didn't feel good for me.
It's
And my
just like
buddy, I talked to my friend about it.
You
I
need
was
to
like,
get a vape pen now.
just looked like a like dab pen of DMT.
Yep.
Who's just ripping DMT casually like that?
I don't know.
That's insane.
How do you want to do DMT?
That's good. DMT off the checklist for podcasts. What's next? Controversial. I hear Joe Biden puts ketchup on his scrambled eggs. Incredible. Can you believe it?
Who fucking cares?
I don't know.
Nobody. It doesn't even matter. Like he's just.
You don't care about scrambled eggs?
I like ketchup on my eggs.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
I thought that. I got that vibe from you.
Ketchup on eggs is tight, dude.
Cheese only for me. Maybe hot sauce.
Both.
Both is good.
Ketchup and hot sauce.
Ketchup is too
fire.
much. Ketchup is a children's food.
No, it's not.
All the way around.
Bro, you know what's good? And people are like, that's disgusting. Get you not like a nice steak, but like just a fucking cheap steak. Put some ketchup on that shit. It's good.
Ketchup on steak?
Yeah. Fuck it. I don't care. It's not. I mean, it's not as good as like a good, like a little bit of I don't like ketchup on it. I'd rather just have a good meat and then some Worcestershire or something.
Yeah.
Or just salt and pepper.
I would hope ketchup's not the first choice for the steak, but
But if it's not a good piece of meat, fuck yeah, I'll put
just drown it in ketchup.
I want to drown it, but I'll put a little bit or A1 or something. At least something with a little something on it, you know.
That explains a lot.
We're talking about steak.
Understand.
Guys.
I saw a scale in your bathroom. I could tell that you don't use it because it's not broken.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm a guest in your home. I'm sorry.
I have broken a couple scales before.
Really?
Probably no, I don't think so. I remember.
This is just all exclamation points before it breaks.
Yeah, it's like, get off. I went to the doctor a while ago, and I went in, and the nurse goes, when you get on the scale, it's going to probably read out about 20 pounds heavier than you're used to seeing. I was like, okay. And so I got on there, and it was like 20. It was like around 20 heavier than I thought it would be. And the lady goes, she was like, thank you for not getting upset. I was like, well, you told me about it in advance. So I wasn't really, like, if I were to get upset, I think that would be a little bit over exaggerating.
Yeah.
Because I know about it.
You think it really was 20 pounds over? Or they just say that to people that are overconfident when they walk in. It's
No,
like, hey,
it was totally 20. Because I weighed myself the day before. And the lady goes, "Thank you so much for not getting upset." And I was like, "Why?" I was like, "Did someone get upset today?" And she was like, "Oh, yeah." And I was like, "Even after you told them? Like, you gave them a warning?"
Yeah, like they know the margin of error.
They were like, "Oh." She said some people got very upset because it said that number for their weight. You know what I mean? And I was like, but then the lady, she wrote down that wrong weight in the book. I saw her. I was like, well, shouldn't you subtract 20?
Yeah, it seems like they have the problem sorted out. They're just like, this sounds fixable. Like, we're just going to document that you are what our broken scale says.
Yeah, they did. She wrote down the 20-pound heavier weight for my day, and I was like, that's gonna fucking skew it. When I come back, it's gonna show that I gained 20 and then lost it back. It's like, yeah, it's fine, don't worry. I was like, it's not fine. What if I come back and it's fixed and I'm that same weight again?
That's a lazy receptionist. They
Dude,
can't. They got a broken scale. She's putting the wrong data down.
She was a nurse.
Nurse, even worse. She needs demoted.
Sometimes I'll go. This is old dude shit because, I guess you have to have insurance to get these fucking jokes, but
okay, they will fly right over my head then.
But sometimes I go to the doctor and it'll be like a really, like, kind of like bodied up, like, you can tell kind of slutty girl.
The doctor?
No, the nurse.
Okay.
And sometimes they're like really flirty and cute, but then they're like, yeah, my boyfriend, or like my husband. I'm like, why are you so flirty then? Calm it down. I'm just joking. I love being flirted with, even if it's
a medical tease.
Even if a medical tease, as Drew likes to call it.
That's what they think is good bedside manner. They just want to give you a boner before the doctor gets there.
You know, my friend Drew, he calls it a medical tease.
Yeah, that's the name of my first special.
Have you seen his first special?
It's a medical tease on Amazon Prime. It's 25 seconds long.
He dresses up like Pee Wee Herman. Because that was my other roast for you, is you look like Pee Wee.
Pee Wee, dude, if I had a bow tie and
you should be
if the hair was
for
down,
Halloween, dude.
Maybe. I'm open to suggestions. I have no plans. I'm trying to get the Halloween show off the ground if it's a thing that is doable. But
I'm down. Are you gonna put me on the show?
Yeah, you have to do Silent Bob. I don't know what else.
Give me 10 minutes.
Yeah, you got 15. You can run the line. I don't care.
Yes. When's the show happening?
Hopefully Halloween. If we can find a venue, that's a great question. Jon Bass's living room Halloween show.
Oh, that sounds too much. I don't want to do it.
We'll have to take you got to take the Christmas tree down for Halloween.
No, I'm never taking it
down.
You're
very ahead of the game here.
I know, it's been up there. This will be year 3. Wait, 2020. No, 21, 22. This will be so, but it's been up
since the pandemic started.
Mm-mm. But I moved here to this house in November of 20, yeah. So it'll be 2 years.
I respect the consistency. I don't even have a Christmas tree, so I'm just jealous.
Why don't you have a Christmas tree?
I don't know.
Are you feeling your
I'm
edible?
so poor. I don't have it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm trying to just blast through it.
It feels pretty good though.
It's not bad. I don't know if it makes for good podcast listening, but I feel pretty great.
That's the beauty of the edible.
This is a big deal for me. This
is the beauty of the edible is I don't.
This is the same mistake I made on DMT. I fought it the whole time. Couldn't even enjoy it. I gotta let it go.
Enjoy it. Just let it seep through into your penis hole.
Beautiful.
The last time I did mushrooms, it was crazy. Like I could, I felt like the tips of my fingers or the tips of my pee-pee or anywhere, like the very edge of whatever part of my body I was feeling any sensation.
All the extremities.
But I went there. Like I was there, like a little teeny tiny.
Your consciousness was in your fingertip?
Yes. my penis and my tongue.
That's a lot.
Because I was doing some sexual things. When this was happening.
I've never had sex on mushrooms.
It was
before.
Pretty gnarly.
It seemed like a lot to focus on.
No, it was awesome.
This is primal.
Yeah. It was like, I was like, oh, this is what like. Yeah, I felt like. It felt like. Being there when like a planet was formed or something.
Okay, all right.
It was wild.
You're really selling me on the experience.
It was wild. Yeah, it was like it was very primal. You said you hit the nail. You nailed it.
When I do mushrooms, I like just get naked and listen to music videos in the fetal position.
Like it was. I'm remembering it now, and it's making me want to text the person.
Call her.
But I don't.
Call her on the podcast right now.
I don't
ask her if she knows where to get mushrooms.
Probably not a good idea. But yeah, I felt like I was my essence, my whole everything was like shrunk down to a tiny me, and then I was like there. It was crazy. It was very Ant-Man-esque. Or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That's intense. That's very intense.
Who is bigger, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, or Ant-Man?
Who's bigger?
Because they were both shrunk down.
Oh, well, I don't know. Probably Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Ant-Man keeps going. He just goes molecular.
He can control it.
I think Rick Moranis stopped at about ant size. I don't think he can go past that.
What was the whole point of that movie? He was shrinking shit down to like.
He was doing science as scientists do, and he had a shrink ray.
But he was like an inventor, and he was going to shrink stuff down to do what?
He had a very cheap moving company. He's going to carry your couch in his hand to your new apartment. Pop it back up.
Just shrink. Didn't just.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Just shrink the distance that you're needing to travel, and then blow it back up. No one will even know. Rick Moranis. That's why he got punched.
Rick Moranis. Oh man, I felt so bad about that. I was ready for the Rick Moranisance. I wanted him to come back.
Why did he get punched? Did somebody think he was like an Asian lady?
It was. I think so. He's such an old white man that he looks like an Asian woman. Like, he got punched in the face for it.
And some black guy was like, bam. This got so racial.
Oh fuck. That's great.
How many minutes? We're too far in.
You can't prove that it's not true. I mean, it could very well be it.
Luke's the only one listening anyway.
Yes, that's so okay.
Welcome to Jon Bass Podcast, episode 15 with Drew Blankenship. Tadu. Sometimes I get too high, and then I'll get right up close to Tadu, really close. But she doesn't really like to be up close to be up close with.
She was very affectionate with me earlier.
She does, but then when she's very like.
I've been petting John's dog. I've been playing with his pet too. She's really sweet.
No, she likes it. But if you breathe on her mouth, look at it.
If I breathe on her mouth,
yeah,
I can see a dog getting upset about that.
If you blow in her face,
yeah,
she gets pretty upset.
I would be upset if you blew in my face,
but. Yeah, me too.
That's a very understandable thing to get upset about.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, you're right.
Like, why do dogs hate whenever I get in their face and blow in their mouth?
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't like having my stank ass breath in their mouth. I bet if even the sound she hates it. Tadu.
Hate when they blow in my face. That's great. It would be like if I was like, yeah, you know what my cat hates? When I finger it. It's really upset by that. I don't know why.
My pet frog hates it when I rape her.
That's so unreal. The frog should chill, dude. Why does my animal hate that?
Why does she get so upset? Why can't she just be more chill about it?
Really uptight. Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good on this edible.
Yeah, it's a good one. It was. Where are the other 5? Let's just take them all right now.
I don't know if I want to do that. I'll do it.
This is the last episode of the Jon Bass Podcast. Thank you for joining us for that.
Yeah.
I've killed him with edibles.
They're my edibles.
I know. I'm just a bad influence. I'm like, why don't you just eat all of them at once
Oh
right
yeah,
now?
I get it. I don't know what would happen. I feel like you would just like bomb. I feel like you would just hit a wall.
Yeah, there's got to be a ceiling to it, or you would fall asleep or something.
But yeah, doing mushrooms and then doing sex was pretty fun.
It's on the to-do list for sure. I got to try that.
Well, first you gotta
Find someone to have sex with me. It's tougher than getting mushrooms.
Should I do a Tinder update?
Oh yeah, we were trying to get John his Tinder rolling earlier.
Yeah, we got it fired back up again.
Oh yeah.
Every couple of years I get depressed and delete it, and then
it was a team effort. I feel like I'm like
not a single fucking
executive
match.
producer on this Tinder. No, not one. Damn.
What's likes mean? This is terrible.
That's what you send to women you don't have sex with. You send them a like.
I feel like Tinder also like they leave it in a queue. I feel like they don't tell you when someone would actually happen.
There is some algorithmic fuckery going on for sure. They have
Fuck yeah.
There's like the tab where it's like, here's all the people that liked you, but we won't show you unless you give us money for it. And like yeah, so like it's a waiting game for Tinder to drip feed you pussy, I guess, at a certain point.
I know sometimes people put their Snapchat on there.
That's very direct. Just like, you know what, let's circumvent all of this and just go straight to the snap.
Is that what that means?
I would assume if someone has their Snapchat in their bio, the DMs are wide open.
This has to be so boring right now.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's a good podcast.
God.
Is this what they all sound like, or do I just suck this bad?
No, I can just imagine someone like, are these fucking idiots talking about how Snapchat works?
We are stoned and we're trying to figure out Snapchat. It's been...
Please, God, help me figure out Snapchat.
And we're still not talking about the UFOs. You know what? What's Snapchat doing?
Do you think that like Christian girls now, like Christian young adults now, are like, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, sweet Jesus Christ, please let Braden open my snaps.
Oh, for sure.
If he doesn't open my snaps, God, I'm going to kill myself. Please, God, please, in your heavenly name, allow him to see my snaps.
Absolutely. It's like, dear Heavenly Father, please send me a blushing bride through this Christian Mingle page. Really need you to put all your faith into this one.
Do you think that any premarital sex happens on Christian Mingle?
I think probably. I think a lot of Christians are fucking now. There's modern Christians. They're very selective about their sins.
I mean, I think it's been that way for a while, dude.
You're right. Yeah, I don't think it just turned a corner. Now that you make a good point.
I mean, because, like, I'll give you a good example. This whole fucking state believes in Jesus.
Most of them, yes.
Also believes in being alcoholics.
True.
So those two things, according to the Bible, you ever read the Bible?
I've skimmed it.
What's your favorite Bible verse? Go. You can't use John 3:16.
It's been a while.
Fuck, I can't even remember.
It's been a while. Yeah, I don't know. I can't recall a single one.
I think
there's one where a guy, I know like a story. I don't know the actual verse, but there's one in.
Who's your favorite Bible character?
I'm about to tell you if I can recall the story.
If you shut the fuck up,
you son of a bitch! I'm trying to tell you the good word of my Lord.
All right, keep going.
No, there's like
good content.
Yeah, no, that's great. Me struggling to remember a Bible story. It's good. No, there was a story in the Bible, and I can't remember what book it's in. It's like super ridiculous, but this old bald guy is walking down a road, and some like young people come out, and they're fucking with him, and they're like throwing rocks at him, and they're like, "Fuck you, you're bald, you're ugly, you suck," and they leave, and to punish them, God sends a bear to them and kills them all. And that's the whole story. And that's just a really fun one, I think.
Was that Job? Or was that like Levi?
I don't know. Job was the one getting picked on?
I'm
The
sure
bald guy?
somebody in the comments will know. I'm sure.
There's a hyper-Christian Jon Bass fan who's screaming into his fucking, his phone right now.
Oh, yeah,
Listen
for
to this.
sure. Hold on. Wait. What the fuck? Was that a year ago?
John's just playing with his phone now.
I think it was like Job. Hold on.
It could be.
Oh, what's the story? Bear story. Bear
Bible story.
Bear kills.
What if it comes back with 100 results? What if the Bible's just full of bear attacks?
Bear kills kids. Bible story. I say it's Job. Who do you say it is?
I think it's probably Rick.
No, seriously, Rick. There's no Rick.
Do you know for sure?
What's your favorite Old Testament book? Rick?
Rick 16? Stone Cold Steve Austin's my favorite Bible character.
No, Rick 16:4. And then Rick's is kind of like Rick. Anybody just going by straight Rick nowadays?
Yeah.
Not Rick. I have a friend named Ricky, and I love him to death. And he's a Rick. You see him, you're like, I see you look like a Ricky.
Yeah.
But just somebody just in 2022 going by Rick.
It's aggressive.
It's pretty.
It's aggressive.
It's definitely not. It's not progressive.
Yeah.
At all.
You know who Rick voted for sure.
Fucking Mike Pence. He didn't even vote for Joe.
He didn't vote for Kanye. It's
he
bullshit.
just voted for Mike. Okay, why did God send 2 bears to maul 42 children? Christian Today.
42 of them? That's a lot.
Elisha. Okay, you want to read it?
I mean,
From there, Elisha went up to Bethel. As he was walking up the path, some small boys came out of the city and harassed him, chanting, "Go up, Baldy! Go up, Baldy!"
Go up, Baldy.
What the fuck? What are these dumbass kids even screaming?
So the point is, don't make fun of bald guys, or you'll get eaten by a bear.
But okay, Elisha
Go up
went
is pretty
to
good.
Bethel. He's walking up the path.
Slang has not changed much.
So he's walking up a hill.
Yeah.
And these little fucking shitheads, he's struggling. He's walking up the hill, so he's probably tired. And they're like, go up, go up. That's such a shitty roast.
Slang has not changed much in 2,000 years. Go up is very close to keep pushing. I feel like we've not moved very far from go up.
But they could have said,
I'm not pro Baldy assault here. I'm just, we're just interpreting. We're just historians.
went up the hill, go up. He turned around, looked at them, and cursed them in the name of the Lord. Then the 2 female bears came out of the. Then 2 female bears came out of the woods.
The meanest kind of bear.
And mauled female bears.
That's what I hear.
Fucking bitch bears.
The worst.
It's 2-year-old bitch bears.
Can't live with them. Can't live without them.
They're probably Karen bears.
Oh, definitely. They had the
Karen
hair.
Steen.
They had a little blonde, crispy
bears.
haircut.
The Karen Steen bears.
The Karen Steen bears, dude.
They came out of the
my God,
woods.
That's good.
And mauled 42 of the children. How many fucking kids were these harassing Elisha?
How long did it take to maul a kid? 42? If you're kid number 41, you kind of deserve it at that point. Can you not get out of there?
I also feel like 42 kids versus 1 bear.
That's a lot of kids.
You could kill a bear with 42 kids.
That bear moved with the speed of the Flash. There's no 42. That's a lot.
That's a lot of kids.
That's a lot of kids.
You think you could beat
all
up
40
42?
were just locked in fear.
Do you think you could beat up 42 children?
How old? How old are the kids? Pre-pubescent or post?
Small boys. Yeah, I could beat up 42 5-year-olds.
I could beat up 42 2-year-olds easy. 42 12-year-olds is way different.
You couldn't beat up 2 12-year-olds. You probably could. 2 12-year-olds could probably
It's getting dicey.
No, I could take 2 12-year-olds.
I'm going to need your help with both of them.
2 15-year-olds? Maybe not.
Oh, no, dude. 15-year-olds, I'm throwing my wallet at them crying.
Yeah,
Stop, don't hurt me.
yeah, but 42 small boys. So I guess they're yeah, and they were probably frail back then.
Oh yeah. People were like not doing well.
Because like all they had to eat were like figs and shit.
Yeah, you could probably kill a boy with a stern gaze.
All they had to eat in the Bible was like figs, and every now and then they get to eat fish.
Yeah, whatever and Jesus would like magic out every now and again for him.
Yeah, and then they'd be like, "Oh, let's eat some nuts." Let's eat some nuts.
Like dates.
I feel like everybody in my Bible, in my imagination, that's how most of the people talked. Let's eat some nuts. They had like a weird accent in my mind. Okay, it's not cool. Yeah. This brings us to the question, why would God send two bears to maul little children? One person writes, many years ago, I had an atheist question me on the passage in 2 Kings 2:23-4. I've sought an answer to that one for a long time and never could find a satisfactory response. What is our answer to this question? The fucking answer to the question, Bible people,
don't make fun of bald guys, right? Is that not the whole point?
Well, these stupid fuck those kids. Fuck those kids.
The kids deserved it for sure.
You can't.
Being bald is not a choice. It's tough. I'm getting old too. I get it.
And you know what? They're from the Old Testament. They ought to know better.
The Old Testament was brutal, right?
You couldn't just walk around fucking running your mouth in the Old Testament.
Yeah, dude. God would knock you into a meat grinder. Old Testament was rough.
Yeah.
I've come here.
God was really micromanaging a lot back then.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like he probably had to. Times were weird. Things were odd.
God had to stay on top of it. It was too rough.
I mean, there were a lot of people trying to pull some shit. All these false prophets and stuff.
Sodom and Gomorrah. Everybody's butt fucking all day. Can't get nothing done. Did you get those TPS reports? No, I'm sorry. I was busy butt fucking earlier. I couldn't do
Babylon's literally fucking on.
Babylon's on fire. Sodom and Gomorrah's covered in shit juice.
There's a tower. They built a tower in Babylon. It's called the Tower of Babel. Wasn't that Tower of Babel?
I think the Tower of Babylon was in Babylon. Yeah, probably. If I had to guess.
I bet Babylon would have been fun, dude. People were like, Babylon. I bet Sodom and Gomorrah was fun. Just for everybody fucking and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into butt stuff.
No, you just do. You go to Gomorrah if you're.
Gomorrah was that all? Was it all head in Gomorrah?
Wait, were they like sister cities?
Yeah. I think so. I don't know if they were across the bay or how that works, but yeah.
Oh wait, someone's homophobic over here.
Whoa, wait, well, I don't know. I just came to talk to you about the good word of our Lord. I'm the most successful Mormon of all time.
Don't kink shame my sodomites, okay? That's what they call themselves,
I
Did you know
I
that?
respect any sodomite who's active or
the sodomites.
Yeah.
I remember.
I'm not into sodomy personally, but I respect your right to do it. I'll vote for your right to commit sodomy.
I remember my dad used to fucking call us sodomites. Like me and my friends, we'd be like, "What's up, you bunch of
little
fucking sodomites?
Goofy little butt fuckers, what's going on?"
It's so funny.
You boys want some fucking peanut butter sandwiches? Little sodomites.
He would call them. He would say, "What's up, you little sodomites?" And it was like to me and my friends, and it would be like on a church trip or like. So he was sort of like he was in Bible mode.
He was edgy church dad.
Yeah.
That is a very specific niche.
Did you go to church?
Not really. I was more pressing issues at home. I couldn't go to church. We weren't a church family.
That's right. You said your mom was like,
oh yeah, dude. I was born in the gutter. I crawled out of a dumpster yesterday. Started doing comedy.
We don't have to talk about your mom or anything.
I mean, I doubt she'll listen.
This podcast isn't so much about like.
We don't got to go super deep. We can make fun of her though.
You want to make fun of your mom? Well, okay.
The concept, I don't know. I'm not trying. I'm not calling her out like Macho Man to fucking Hulk Hogan right now.
Well, I'd hope not, because the reason that Macho Man called out Hulk Hogan is because Hulk Hogan was fucking his girl.
Yeah, that would be really weird.
So if your mom is eating,
dude, if my mom fucked my girl,
trying to finger,
I think I'd respect her more. That would be awesome.
Dates. Speaking of Tinder, update on Tinder.
No matches.
Still not a single match.
Damn.
Ooh, but I feel like I haven't got one yet. I got a match.
Oh shit.
Her name? You want to know her name?
Is it Hannah Dorothy or whatever the one earlier was?
I feel like no, I don't know her.
I'm waiting on bated breath over here. What happened?
Wait, what happens when you match, but then that person's not in your thing? They did not match. Does that mean they matched and then changed their mind?
I don't understand. Did it give you a notification
It did,
and then they're not there?
Uh-huh.
Damn, you got unmatched.
Oh, no, there she is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, changing the mind is way worse than not swiping it in the first place.
Oh man, no, I'm gonna sit back in the cut on this one.
Yeah, give it some room to breathe. You don't want to jump in and seem too eager.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. All right, way to go.
That's good. It's the first step to success, right there.
What
were we talking about? My mom fucking my girlfriend.
What would you say your mom's like superpower is? I don't know what the question means. What's your mom's superpower?
Invisibility, probably. From at least based on my childhood.
Flight.
The power of flight. Fly away.
That's pretty good. That's good, dude. That was really funny.
Oh yeah, I'm in the cut too. No, it's not just your Tinder right now.
My mom's superpower is probably the ability to never shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah.
My mom talk. I mean, me too, but my mom likes to talk.
I get that. I was raised by my mamaw, as I still call her, shamelessly. I don't care. Come at me.
Do you live with your mama?
Not currently, no. I had before I was a grown man. You
staying in my house tonight doesn't count as you not living with my mama.
Oh damn! Yeah, I live with mama. No. No, but she did raise me for a long time, and she was very much of a shit talker. It was like always gossip about the whole family. It was very fun hanging out with the old lady. She's like, she would feign Christianity, but then would just like call my cousins whores and retarded and stuff. It was pretty fun. Retarded whore cousins.
I don't mind. A retarded whore cousin.
I wish there was an option for that on Tinder.
People. I had a bit I've been working on. But it's like people always. A lot of comedians. Not comedians, but comedians. There are comedians that are from the South who they have bits about like cousin fucking.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not. It's just like
it's a very well like the well has been dried up a little bit. Everyone's gone to it.
Well, I mean, it's the same as guy. I mean, do you have a dick joke?
One of my best jokes is a dick joke.
Right. It's the same as guys. It's a common thing around here to.
I wrote a joke like that, and I crapped it out. Like I didn't. It wasn't good enough. Fucking? Yeah. Well, sort of. I'll do it on here because I don't think I'm ever going to take it. My thing is with cousin fucking is like.
People shit on people shit on.
Are you about to go pro cousin fucking right now? You gonna listen? People talk about it, but have you tried it?
I'm not pro cousin fucking gross. Fuck no.
Okay.
But like, I mean, I can. It's not like I can't see it.
I mean, I've never met your cousins, so I don't know.
I mean, I've got some beautiful family members.
I come from a beautiful family tree.
That's actually funny. I at my sister's wedding, like I wrote it down last night. But at my sister's wedding, she got married a couple years ago, but at her wedding, like my ex and I, we were divorced, but no one knew. No one except us. Our kids didn't know. Like no one ever found, and we didn't want to ruin my sister's wedding, so we just
Yeah, it's not the best place to announce it.
Yeah,
I
so we
think.
just went and had a good time, and whatever. It was just, but it was like whatever. It was a fun secret, but
That it sounds like a fun secret.
but it was funny because at the wedding I was like hitting on all my sister's single friends, but no one knew that we were divorced. They're like, "What the fuck's John?"
Wow,
doing?
John's a real piece of shit.
Yeah. And then at one point I was really drunk, and then at one point I think I hit on my cousin Eddie. Guy.
Nice,
I was
nice.
like, Eddie's hot as fuck. It was very awkward.
That's it. That's the only
It
way.
was so fucking crazy. But
The only time incest is okay is whenever it's gay.
it's through marriage.
Yeah, through marriage.
That's the next Pornhub trend is gonna be like
Cousin Eddie.
like fucking your whatever, your relatives, but only by marriage.
I mean, it's already like also an alarming amount of stepsister porn going around.
I don't get it. I don't know. It's gross.
I watch it, but I mean, just because it has the highest production
I don't-
value. There's no. I mute the story. I don't need to know about.
No, I read the story and I'm like, well, I can't watch
Read the
this.
transcript of it.
I can't. I was like, well, I can't watch this now.
I only read the
If it's
comments.
like-
That's it. I just.
If it's like, I mean, if it's like stepmom fuck stepson, I can power through one of those.
I skip through all of the preamble
but any
anyway.
of the
So it's,
sibling shit, and it's probably just I'm like
yeah.
it's gross. Or the stepdad stepdaughter. I can't. I'm like, no, that's gross.
It's dark.
It's just like
I get weirded out. What do you like? I don't know if this is a thing that's happening to you, and I've seen different takes on it.
Mm-hmm.
Women calling you daddy during sex. Some people are for it. Some people are against it.
I've had that sort of playful because I'm older, and I mean most of the girls I've been with I'd say everyone I've been with for any significant amount of time, except for one person was younger than me.
Yeah.
And so there has been some of that not like during sex, but like playfully.
Oh, I've gotten it during the daddy stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I cut it off at the. I will tell them
Yeah.
afterward. I'm like, that's a little. It's kind of odd if we can not do that, and they do not respond well to criticism. Usually, it turns out.
I mean, if they're just playing though, it's like I don't know. I mean, I know.
If you fucked a girl or a lady, a woman,
I mean, I hope I get to
preferably a woman. Yeah, if you fucked a woman and you called her mommy in the middle of it, would she be like, oh, it's just you know?
Yeah, if I did that and I don't know.
It would be alarming. She would think you're a serial killer. She would never talk to you again.
You're right.
Probably. So I don't know. It's weird to me. I'm like, does this girl want to fuck her dad? And it's a very strange thing to just be like in the zeitgeist or
Yeah.
whatever. It's just a thing.
Yeah, it's fucking. I get it. It's weird.
Yeah, dude. We're just.
All that incest shit is. I mean, it is gross.
Did you ever have a cheap incest joke at the start of your comedy career?
No.
I had one that I never wanted to use. I like immediately was like, this is pretty garbage.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It's not real because like, who's really doing incest?
Yeah. Well, it's just like shock value stuff.
Yeah, I don't like.
It's like, how do I get to the thing that's going to make them give me an uncomfortable laugh or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes stuff like that, if it's like,
It can work, but if it's like I fuck my brother or whatever, and it's like, okay, well, it's just kind of out there.
there's a couple. I've heard a couple good jokes. There's I heard a couple comedians recently have some pretty funny ones.
Some good incest material.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to workshop what I'm working on.
Yeah, you should workshop. I need to really. We're workshopping this weekend. What are you guys touching on? It's like we're trying to do
Just some
more.
light incest.
Just some light. I'm
a
really
touch.
trying to work out this incest bit. I can't like. I'm really losing people with it, but I feel like
there's something there. There's the premise is
I'm
gold,
really
but the execution is a little shaky.
I'm really losing people with it, but like I don't want to give up.
Have you walked a room? Have you ever walked anybody or had any like crazy reactions to comedy?
I've had people leave, but
sometimes it's circumstantial.
Yeah, I think it's just I'd be like towards the end of the set, or I mean, the last Old North bar, some people left after my set, but the comics who were before me, it was rough.
Yeah,
and I went right. It was rough, like so I didn't. It wasn't all me, but I also like I wanted to because it was bad. I was going into a not so hot crowd from the previous comedians, and so I was like, maybe I was like, all right, this is a good chance. This is a good. Why don't you try and turn this around?
like bring it back, yeah.
And I've been able to do that before, but like, I don't want to say too much about.
Oh yeah, we don't need to like disparage a venue or anything like that.
No. It's not a. I don't want to get into too many specifics because just whatever. But yeah, I've definitely pulled some out.
Yeah.
But that's hard. That's hard, especially if there's like a lot.
Right.
Especially if there's a lot of people.
What about like hecklers?
Or not a lot of people. A lot of people, it's not as hard. Not for me to. I guess with a lot of people, the previous comics energy matters less to me.
Yeah. Well, I feel like when there's, I don't know, I'm very new to it, but in the rooms I've done that were more packed, it's almost easier to like keep them all on board. Like they're all like feeding off each other. Whereas if I'm in a room where there's like 4 people, it's really hard to get a sense of feedback, and this dude could be over here playing with his phone. There's 25% of the audience is now not even paying attention to you versus like if you get like a whole smattering of people in a room.
Oh yeah.
Have you been heckled any brutal heckles? I had to deal with a heckler for the first time like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was in Louisville. It wasn't like
which might.
It was at Kaiju, and it was like a table full of like drunk chicks. They were having a blast, and you know it's good for them. But like every comic that went up, like people would do their setup, you know, like, oh yeah, I was at the store the other day, whatever. And like the chicks were like responding in the middle of like this.
Like, oh my god, I was at that store too.
Like, yeah, really? Where'd you get? Like just like random shit. They're like just to like every comic, and I think I was signed up 4th or 5th or something, but and it was pretty consistent. And I hit them with like the lightest thing ever, and I didn't even know if it was gonna land, but it was just enough. Like the room was on board with me. I went up and said something, and one of them yelled out. I couldn't even tell what they said. I was just like, it's a really active crowd. You guys are probably a ton of fun to watch a movie with, and it was just like enough to address it, but it wasn't like I couldn't go in on them or anything. But that was the first. I mean, it was pretty tiny. It was. You know what? If you were in the room, it leveled. Don't worry.
I'm just that's I'm imagining like.
But yeah, it was very like mild, but like just to them, and it was enough to get them to stop for most of the set. But it was my first experience even having to address like an interruption. Is the point I'm getting at? Not that was the greatest line ever or anything, but like
yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I get in my head because even when I'm bombing, and I'm not saying it like in any sort of like. I don't mean to sound in any way like egotistical or anything, but
yeah, go off, King.
I'm not an easy person to like heckle.
Yeah.
I'm not easy. I'm a powerful person. Just my whole
you're just like blasting through
my aura. Yeah, like I'm not easy to get in front of.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying that in any. I'm
just saying like you give them no space to even like intercept anything.
Well, I mean, and I'm not trying to be that way.
Yeah.
That's just who I am. You know what I mean? And if you know me, know I'm a fucking I'm a nice guy. But like, if you don't, I don't. I just haven't had anyone really try me yet.
Right.
And I'm waiting for it. But I'm also nice. So, and I also try to be like, even if.
Well, this wasn't even like a malicious heckling. It was like they thought they were contributing. Like it was a call response show or something.
Well, I've had that.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. If it's like positive, I don't give a shit. I'll talk all day with somebody. Because like, people are interesting. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get somebody, like I had a lady, I've had people like just constantly.
We
like,
saw some pretty fascinating crowd work earlier. Hillary talking to McGregor's buddy or whatever. She was really going off on him with the mescaline stuff. That was pretty good. Just pulling weirdness out of a random person in the crowd.
Yeah. Who was the mescaline? That was Hannah that was saying the.
Was it Hannah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hannah going at the mescaline. That's right, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Tonight was fun.
Yeah.
There was a show tonight at a fish tank. Thanks for coming out. If you came out. You didn't come out.
It was packed. If you weren't there, I mean, what were you even doing?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I would be like, make some sort of manipulative FOMO comment. Like, you really fucking missed out, but whatever. I'm sure wherever the fuck you were doing was cool for you. This is definitely edibles. Me just trying to accept everything.
I think I broke your podcast, John.
No, you can't break it. It's made of fucking. And where did we go? Oh, and then we went to Drew Blankenship, everyone. We went to Timmy's and ate that was a good burger, but
the burger was tasty. Mine was kind of falling apart, but I powered through it. It was okay. It was good.
Yeah,
we saw a woman overtake the bar. She invaded right before we left.
Oh yeah,
that was interesting.
Oh yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen.
She really wanted a water, according to her. She went straight behind the bar.
We were outside, me and Drew and Timmy. We were talking shop, talking comedy, talking jokes, and this lady. This is very centric to Lexington and Timmy 2 times. So you should. If you don't know, you should fucking come and go to Timmy 2 times sometimes.
Are you in the scene? Timmy's gets crazy. A lady rushed the bar tonight.
So there was this tiny lady, and she opened the fucking, what's it called? The bar hatch, the thing that
the old saloon, whatever the fuck it is.
The hinged bar top. Fucking this thing.
The slab of wood on the bar.
She opened it and went back behind there and just walking back there like she works there. And Timmy, I was like, hey, Timmy, she's going behind the bar. And he was like, uh-oh. And then he went in there and he made her get out of the bar. And he was like, ma'am, you're very disrespectful.
He said...
You're very disrespectful.
She said, I just wanted a water. He said, okay, I get that, but name literally one single bar that would be cool with you doing that. He said, literally name any bar in the world.
Roasted this
yeah, he was ready for it.
Dumb whore.
He said, I get that, but also you're a fucking idiot.
I called her. I apologize. That's really mean of me to call her.
That's so funny.
Dumb. But she was.
I don't know.
Like,
she's probably listening for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is the #1 podcast on Spotify.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking can't wait.
That was
yeah,
she was
shout out to one Patreon sponsor. Shout out to Marcus.
Shout out Marcus.
Marcus is cool.
Marcus sounds cool.
He is cool. We should come. You should meet him sometime. There's no extra content right now because I've been practicing stand up. But I'll just say your name aloud. You should say thank you for your supporting me. I don't even know how to get the Patreon money out of it.
You should set up a tier.
I don't even know how to do it.
Get an extra camera
leave it in there, and everyone else, if you're listening, I'm thinking about doing something on the YouTube where it's like fuck it, it's not interesting. Where you can, instead of Patreon, you could do it through YouTube because Patreon's kind of clunky.
You need a wide angle and give your Patreon subscribers the feet pics. Give them the toesies.
All right, for my I don't know. This is too much.
It's a foot cam.
I would show my feet, but I don't want to show them. I don't want
I
to.
feel like it's harder for me to look you in the eye than it is in your feet for some reason. I don't know.
I have like fucking Vienna sausage toes.
I don't know.
My toes look like fucking.
They're staring at me. It's not the other way around. What did that woman say to you at the bar? She asked you if you're a regular or something. The one that ended up going back.
Oh yeah, she goes, "Are you regular?"
Did you come here often?
And she had the weirdest voice. Like, I felt like
She looked very like small and like very cutesy look to her, but she didn't sound. Her voice didn't match.
I felt like her and that guy she was with. I've been encountering a lot of people recently who are so odd that I question if they're even human.
They could have been lizard people. I'm open to hearing that argument.
Like, I mean, they're human, but but they're just so off.
Maybe they were looking for a third. People come off pretty strange when they're doing that.
This lady and this guy were sitting there, and like we came in the bar and they were talking, but like
I never saw him move or heard him speak. Now that I'm thinking, I only saw her all over the place.
They were interacting and I could hear there was speaking happening, but nothing they were saying. It was just like
they're making extra noises. They were pretending to talk to each other. It was
like The Sims. It was just like
they were full on NPCs.
Like that.
Yeah.
They weren't talking about anything, and they were acting weird. And he got up and like was talking to Timmy, but Timmy was like, "Okay, so here's your." It was just odd, and then, oh my God, let me tell you this story.
Okay, tell me.
It's about another group of people that I think was weird, that I think were aliens. Cause you remember how weird the Coneheads used to act?
Yeah.
In the movie, and people were like, they're French or whatever.
Yeah.
That was the best joke.
That was the explanation.
Sinbad was his boss in the movie. It's like, they're from France. They weren't good. But the other day I was at the Burl, and there was a concert. It was this Expansion Fest. It was cool. And I was up on top of the hill there, and I was smoking a bowl. And there was a guy down the hill. There were like some porta potties, and I was smoking a bowl. And this guy, I see him, and he sees me, and he gives me one of these, like the. He
hit you with the finger guns.
Finger guns. He was giving me finger guns, and then he looked away, like. I'm looking at the camera. I'm him, and you, camera, you, the audience, are my vantage point. And he gives me finger guns, and then he looks away like he's like looking around, like, oh, somebody can see you. So I feel like he's like saying, oh, I see you smoking weed. I see you, but oh, haha, it's funny. And I was like, hey, and I was like, ee. And he was a guy and a lady, and then he kept kind of doing it, and then I was like, hey, man, because I didn't know, like, I was like, this isn't normal communication. Let's just start speaking to each other, like human beings do.
Right.
And I was like, hey, man, what's up? I was like, do y'all want to smoke? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. And it was like, they didn't know what to do. And I didn't know what to do.
They've never been presented with the opportunity, it sounds like.
And then he didn't do it. He's like, no, we're fine. I was like, well, you could have just said that.
Yeah, it's a yes or no question.
And he goes, we just came up here. We're just passing through. And we thought, let's stop at this place and check it out. And y'all are having this big, huge concert, and this is amazing. And I was like, it is, man. This is a pretty cool show. I was like, it is weird that you just sort of stumbled on it, but fuck yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty odd.
And then it was odd. And then we kind of talked, and they were into, we were talking about music, and they said they were into like heavier music. And I was like, oh, you guys like Pantera? He was kind of a country. He kind of like blue collar looking guy, and I figured he would probably know Pantera, so I dropped Pantera.
Right.
And he knew Pantera. At least he said he did. And then later on, I was I pissed in the porta john, and I came out, and the guy was back there. He came back, and his girl lady was there, and he looked at me, and then he did finger guns at all of the porta potties. There were like 10 of them in an L shape. They were like which I don't know why that's important.
Okay.
But they were in an L shape.
Paint a picture in my mind, yeah.
They were like an L shape. And he pointed at all of them. He was doing this. He's like, which one should I get? About the fucking toilets.
Like choosing where to piss?
No, he said...
Or was he going to go tip one over?
I was on acid. He either said, which one should I use, or which one did you use? He said, which one's the best or something. Like, what's your suggestion?
Well, it sounds to me like he's hilarious then. I don't know.
It's crazy, dude.
What's the best
and I said, I don't know. And I didn't know what to say, but there were other people around, and it was uncomfortable.
Was he being sincere?
It was just a weird. It was kind of. It wasn't like.
I'm gonna start asking that anytime there's more than 2 porta potties. I'm gonna ask who.
Yeah, it was so weird. Which one should I get? Like, I've never been asked that, and I was so like.
You obviously have tried every one of these porta potties. Can you give me your opinion on this?
And and he goes, which one should I use? And I said, I don't know. I pissed a little bit in each one. So you check it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then he went and peed, and then I was back at the bar, and I was in line with a few other people that I don't remember who it was, but it was people I know. We were talking, and this guy comes over, and he, like, we're sort of in a circle.
Yeah.
And I see him out of the corner of my eye, but he's in the other line. And he comes over in our little, like, friend circle there that we're having.
Yeah.
And he, like, he gives fist bump. He does a fist bump like that. Like that.
Really going for it.
Can you do it in your camera? Like that. He did it like that. This is creative stuff.
This is
you
next level of podcasting.
You just gotta let things happen and be creative and let it flow.
I didn't realize the production value was going to be this high.
God, you didn't fucking know what you're walking into. But anyway, he puts his fist out, and I'm thinking, oh, this guy's leaving.
Yeah.
This guy's about to go home.
Right.
Because he had mentioned they were going somewhere earlier. And now I'm like, oh man, yeah. I was like, cool, man. I was like, yeah. Are y'all out? Are y'all leaving? Because why would you do that? Why would you interrupt a friend circle?
Just
a circle of friends talking about something. It wasn't important, but whatever. The only reason you do that, the only reason you drop a fucking fist bump through a friend circle,
interruptive fist bump.
Interruptive fist bump. IFB is to
announce your exit,
your
right?
departure,
yeah.
or it was just weird. And then he was like, and then I said, are you leaving? And he goes, no.
I think I love this guy. I feel like I want to hang out with him.
Okay. Cool.
And I was like, hilarious around a porta potty, and he is hitting you with a fist bump all day long. I love it.
This was back at the bar, and then I never saw him again.
Damn.
After that,
so he did leave.
But don't you think that's weird?
That's pretty. That's kind of odd, but
first with the fist guns. Go back to the fist guns.
I forgot about the finger guns.
Yeah, this is
the weird weed proposal. Yeah,
and the porta potties. Not the weird proposal, just the weird acknowledgement that I'm smoking weed, and he needed to acknowledge it from pretty far away, like far enough that
he went way out of his way to do it,
like a good 30 yards.
Yeah.
So then we had this weird Pantera conversation, and then the porta potty advice column request. Which one would you suggest I use? to either piss or shit in.
Yeah.
Why would
It sounds to me he is either an alien or he really needs a friend. I don't know. I like him. I'm going to start interrupting conversations for fist bumps. Next time you see me at a mic, I'm walking right up to your conversation to fist bump somebody, anybody. It just sounds fun.
I mean,
and then I'm going to ask him which toilet's the best.
I'm a really curious guy and I'm friendly, and so if there's a group of people that I know, and it depends. Maybe sometimes if I don't know them, if I don't know anyone else,
yeah,
whatever. But if it's a conversation, I will maybe like if they, I don't mind like.
Yes, in all seriousness, no, you're not going to interrupt someone's circle to be like, "Hey, I met you earlier. Come here." Cool.
That's exactly what he did.
Yeah, that's a truly insane move for sure.
In the line, we're going fucking parallel lines.
Yeah,
like this. Parallel bar lines, but we're in our friend circle,
right?
And he does a fist bump in our friend circle,
like over shoulders through people.
Interruptive fist bump.
Yeah.
He invaded our 3-man friend circle.
That's a lot, yeah.
And here's the thing. I would let this guy in the friend circle. I was about to be like...
He was trying to get in there.
I was about to be like, hey, new friend guy, what's up?
Yeah.
And because, like, I would...
I agree. I believe you. You let me into your house. We barely know each other. You would have befriended
friendly.
This guy.
I'm Giles County High School class of 1999... voted the friendliest.
Certified friendliest.
Certified friendliest. God damn it.
Damn.
That's
a good credit.
People like me. It's true. Yeah. But ask Hannah Dorothy on Tinder.
Oh yeah. She asked me for my credit card number, I think.
Some fake Chinese lady. She's probably not even it's probably some fat white lady.
If you give me your CVV code, me love you long time. Okay, look, it's late.
Whoa,
it's late.
Whoa, what time is it? It's like
how long?
This is the latest podcast I've ever done.
How long do these episodes run? 6 hours?
No. What's the camera say?
Whenever the camera
Mine
dies.
says an hour. Oh my god, we've been doing this an hour and 26 minutes. Fuck.
Time flies when you're fucking uncovering the truth about aliens and Bible verses.
Just keep going till the fucking camera goes.
What's your longest episode? I'm about to Alex Jones your podcast. Just take it over.
I think the longest one was like an hour and a half. The one I did with Rand Barnacle was like an hour and 20. Maybe.
Like I said, I've been meaning to listen.
Maybe not. No, it was actually right at about an hour.
Yeah.
But no, we can keep. The cameras were going a little bit before we got. We're fine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But this guy, he did that, and it was just so weird. Dude.
It's pretty strange. I mean, I think he was trying. He had no idea what he was doing, but he was going for it. He really needed a friend. even though he was with a group, he was looking for another one.
I haven't done. The other day, I was in Indianapolis. It's like maybe last week or the week before. I don't remember, but I was in Indianapolis and I went to there's an open mic up there. Shout out indie comedy people. There's an open mic at a place called Whiskey and Rhythm. This guy named Kevin. I don't remember his last name, but anyway, he hosted it. And I went and I tried to catch it. I did it like the first week of September, and then I tried to catch it, I think, last week. And I was driving through, and I didn't get it, but I got there, and these two middle-aged, but still kind of hot, like thick, black chicks came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, did I miss the mic? And they're like, yeah, it finished a while ago. And they're like, it kind of sucked. And I was like, shit. I guess that night they said it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and I was flirting with one of them. And we were talking about music, and I was like, oh, I play music. And she's like, what's your band? And I was like, I'm in a band. She's like, what's your band called? And I said, FBA.
Yeah.
She's like, what's that mean? And I said, full-blown AIDS. And she goes, both my parents died of AIDS.
What?
And I was still trying to fuck her, even though like the risk of getting AIDS from someone who's both their parents have AIDS.
I was thinking that
if so high,
both of her parents had it, she is a survivor. Like what? I don't know the science.
Yeah, but she could also totally have AIDS.
Yeah, that's why.
But I still tried.
You went for it.
I was like, I could still. She's not. She wouldn't be sexually active if she had AIDS.
It'd
right?
be irresponsible. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It's implied that she doesn't have AIDS. You can assume.
You know, I'm just treating COVID like I'm treating AIDS now. You know, I'm just
You're just open to getting it.
No, it's just like if there's no symptoms, then I mean, there's no reason.
Is it even there?
There's no reason. There's no reason to get a test if there's no symptoms.
Absolutely.
That's
I treat every disease like that.
Do you think there's a bit there?
I think that's very relatable, at least to me. I don't know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I treat COVID like I treat AIDS. If I ain't got any symptoms, I'm not getting tested.
I like it. That's pretty good. I
just wrote it. That's it. I've been steaming that one in my dick hole.
You just plucked a pearl out of this podcast episode.
I just did. Should we take some more edibles? Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna
Sure.
Let's take this
an intermission.
into the stratosphere.
Okay, let's do it.
I think that's why I really bonded with weed the past couple of years. Is
I
because
thought you were gonna say with me. I was about to come over there and give you a fist bump like they got at the bar.
Who? The guy who
The alien that watched.
Oh, I thought. The lady. The lady. I thought you were talking about the lady who went behind Timmy's bar.
No, I'm gonna steal your water too for sure.
Timmy kept going. He kept going. That's so disrespectful.
I said nope.
And she goes, I just wanted some water.
Yeah.
He was like, well, there's a proper way to ask for things, and you should not go behind a barkeep's bar area or whatever.
That's sacred grounds. Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, it was great.
Name literally any other bar that would be cool with that.
I'm not putting my chair. You're going to have to move.
Okay, I'll come over there.
Hold on,
I'm going to ruin the video feed.
It's fine. I just can't hold my breath too long. I haven't done one in a while with headphones on.
Do you blur this, or do you just tell them we're recording in California? My whole career rides on this.
Oh, I've learned how to mosaic stuff out. Don't worry. I can just... There's different ways to do it.
I'm not that concerned, but I'm just curious.
I always talk about all this stuff. I'm going to be like, oh, I'll just put that up on the screen later. And I never fucking do it.
Nice.
But I'm thinking about doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If anybody wants to be a Jon Bass podcast / Jon Bass comedy branding intern,
calling all video editors,
let me know. But you can't. We're gonna have like a, what's it called? Prenup.
No fist bumping allowed.
Prenup, NDA. You cannot hold me liable for anything.
That's a wide ranging.
I am 100%. The only way you can be an intern is you basically just have to agree to everything that.
So you're looking for a slave, basically.
I don't really like to throw around the word slave anymore. You know, it's not really like progressive.
Right.
You know what I mean? That kind of language is antiquated.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to set us back.
You know, to say slave like that.
Just to say, they make movies about them all the time.
I'm not.
You don't watch the slave movies? What kind of guy are you? You don't watch slave movies?
What was that? What was that? What was tonight? That was funny. Kyle Coffinet said something about. He had the bit about. Kyle, I hope you're listening. He had the bit about Django, and then McGregor was like, said something. I don't remember what the bit was.
I don't know. I showed up after that.
Something about Django.
Fashionably late. I just showed up in time to see Kyle leave. It was really whenever I got there. That's my favorite part of his act.
He had to get back. He probably had to work today.
Yeah.
Hashtag having a job. Hashtag Kyle.
Shout out Kyle. I wish he was there to hear my insults for him. I was riding at the bar, prepared to roast the room, and then half the room left.
Yeah. Damn. I don't even fucking remember what we're talking about.
Who knows? What I mean, you said you were going to the stratosphere. I think we found it. We got there. Let's eat all the edibles and.
No, I feel like it'll just make whenever I do this much, I just start to get really sleepy.
Yeah. Well, you started pretty sleepy. I feel like you really like.
Well, we started at fucking 1 o'clock or something.
True.
Or no. That burger was good, but it also there was a lot of lard and grease in the bun.
Yeah.
I feel like the burger may needed to have not.
The bun was hinging on being a liquid. It was very like.
Yeah, and I mean, I can handle some like oily shit. Don't get me wrong, and it was good. I would eat another one right now. Probably.
Oh, for sure. Call Timmy.
Yo, Timmy.
We need somebody to come make some burgers.
Kick that bitch out from behind the bar.
Yeah.
Get that dumb old lady back out from behind the bar. Timmy, get this dumb old lady out from behind the bar.
She seemed cool until she started like doing crazy shit.
And she was like, I just wanted some water. She was so drunk. Ain't no way
she was smashed.
There ain't no way her ass was looking for water. She was so drunk. She needed more alcohol.
Oh, yeah. She was definitely not going for water. She was trying to grab a bottle while he was out there talking to us.
You think she was going for LaCroix? Hey, I'd love to be sponsored by LaCroix.
The unofficial sponsor.
I'd love to get some of that pamplemousse. You ever seen that video for LaCroix Boy?
I don't think so.
Check out LaCroix Boy. YouTube LaCroix Boy. It's really fucking funny. Hold on.
Is that a rapper?
Oh, yeah. Let's pull it up. I'm going to pull it up.
LaCroix, in case you... I can't
believe you've never fucking seen LaCroix Boy?
It sounds vaguely familiar.
Oh, dude, it's fire. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Maybe
we can go out with LaCroix Boy.
I have dial-up at home. I don't watch a lot of YouTube.
Dial-up's not even a thing.
Yeah, I do.
You have dial-up?
No. That's
not even... You have to have a fucking landline.
No, I don't have dial-up.
Do you have?
Yeah, you have a landline. I have a cheeseburger phone. That's the way you got to get in touch with me.
What's a cheeseburger phone?
It's a landline that's shaped like a cheeseburger.
Oh, I remember those. I remember always going to like my friends' house. Like sometimes I have a couple of friends whose like their parents were more into like, Warhol-esque type shit, like more like. I don't know, goofy shit on like
avant-garde kind of stuff.
Pee Wee Herman, not avant-garde, but like more like pop culture type decorum in the house.
So like having
a fucking Billy the Bass fish on the wall type of shit.
Classic
shit.
Gotcha. All right.
A more flannel type of house. A household with a little more flannel.
They had a cheeseburger phone.
Yeah, like people who would have a cheeseburger phone or whose dining room would be like a booth, a restaurant booth.
That's the dream. A cheeseburger phone and a race car bed, and I'm happy.
Exactly. And I remember
I've built my entire life is modeled around 90s Nickelodeon commercials.
Right. And I had friends who had rooms or shit like that, and I would go over there and be so jealous because I would my mom would never let me have any cool shit like that, or like everything in our house looked like it came out of like a fucking like a Walmart ad.
Dude, I had a Bug's Life comforter, and I thought that was the shit. That was the bar for me. Just a nice blanket.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that, well,
I'm compensating as an adult. I wore my moon shoes over to the fucking open mic. I was bouncing around.
I think that's why I always like I don't like. I guess I don't know, like like corporate shit. You know?
Yeah.
Like I hate it, but for like products and stuff, I actually kind of like. I kind of LaCroix boy.
I want to get one of those fucking bass things now to put in my wall.
Oh my god.
They have better material than I do.
Okay, you're a LaCroix boy. I hope this doesn't get taken down. I give you credit. LaCroix boy starring Big.
Was that Big Dipper? What was that?
I'm parched. Open the fridge. Grab a can or two. Come snuggle, babe. And bring that water juice.
Jon Bass is making me watch gay porn at 3 a.m.
That water juice. Oh my god. You think this guy's gay? I don't think he is.
He's living the LaCroix lifestyle, I think. I don't know. Gay, straight, doesn't matter. He's hydrated. And he's got a lot of bubbles.
Who's that lady?
I was assuming that guy was... I think is he your goal weight? Is that why you're drinking LaCroix?
Yeah. This guy's my goal.
He is like your body type that you're shooting for?
Actually, that... If I had that guy's body, I would be I'm fine.
He's very comfortable with a shirt with no midriff for sure. So I mean, he's out there.
Yeah, he's
living loud.
Bro, I bet he fucking cleans up either pussy or asshole.
LaCroix boy fucks for sure. He's got moves.
Oh my god, it's really good actually.
I can't believe I've never seen this before. And here this whole time I thought LaCroix sucked. I'm gonna buy a case as soon as I leave here.
You know they got those skin cans too.
All right, but yeah, it's
Fascinating.
yeah. So LaCroix boy,
Okay.
LaCroix helped me. I used to have a really bad like addiction to like diet drinks.
Yeah.
Like so much so even Kroger has like you gotta be a man to enjoy that.
Oh, that's it. Damn. I'm not ready for
People
LaCroix.
are like, actually that's kind of an whenever I like meet up, go out with a girl.
Is that the sign of a refined taste? That she likes LaCroix?
You kind of like if a girl's like, "Ooh, I don't like that it doesn't taste like anything."
Yeah.
I'm like, Like I know deep down it'll probably never work.
She has a garbage palate. She probably has a favorite flavor of ramen noodles if she doesn't like LaCroix.
I mean, like I said earlier, I put ketchup on
That's true.
fucking steak.
Yeah, you are kind of all over the place. Ketchup on steak.
But I like.
You ever eat ketchup with spaghetti?
Like
Yeah, me neither.
No, I don't like that. Like I don't like Cincinnati fucking chili or whatever.
I would like spaghetti in the chili or whatever. That's too much.
It's just like I don't get it. It's not. I like both things.
Yeah.
But I don't know why you. I mean, it's not. It doesn't taste bad. But like, do I crave it?
Yeah.
No.
It's a lot.
But like that. What's it called? Like rich poor. Do you know like that kind of?
Rich poor. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It took me a second. I thought you were talking about a person. Have you ever met Rich Poor? He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's poor. As fuck.
He's a great dude.
Do you know Poor Rich?
Like Rich Voss, Rich Poor.
But it's like nice, like I don't know, like dishes that are been prepared like with a lot of intention, like a good recipe.
Yeah.
But then putting like fucking cheese whiz on top of it.
Yeah, okay,
Like
I get what you're
Maddie,
saying.
Maddie Matheson.
Sounds familiar.
He's like a cook, but he's like a hardcore guy. He's like got tattoos and shit. He's Canadian.
Yeah.
But he does crazy. He's really funny and just animated and does all kinds of crazy recipes. But he's very creative. He's taking stuff from like his childhood, but then mixing it with like fucking upscale cuisine.
I mean, that sounds good. Best of both worlds.
Yeah, he's got
Put some truffle oil on an Oreo or something.
Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah.
Or like he'll do like a whole thing on like fucking sloppy joes or something. You know what I mean? Or
I
like,
would love to have a highbrow sloppy Joe. That sounds like the dream.
Yeah, like he does. He highbrow fucking eats.
Yeah.
But he has restaurants in the States, but I think he's Canadian. I think it's mainly out of like Toronto area. But he has his hamburger. He has a lot of meats and shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck we got talking about
Something about you don't like a woman that doesn't like LaCroix, and then rich
I
poor
just
food's
know like it's kind of like you don't. How do you not enjoy this? It's the most delicious.
good. I'm on the garbage side of this one. I don't know. It just tastes like
But
bubble
also,
water.
There is something cute about. There is something cute about girls who have like a shitty palate or like a garbage palate.
Yeah.
There's something fun. It's cute. It's funny, but I also like appreciating really good.
They're easier to impress. You take them to Red Lobster, and I think that their whole life has
Wait,
changed.
you said Reb Lobster.
We are both on edibles. Red Lobster. Red Lobster. See, I'm so garbage. I don't even know what it's called.
It's called cheddar biscuit.
Yeah, you give a girl a cheddar biscuit and she goes wild for it. I mean, that's good. Attainable.
Yeah. Yeah. If she doesn't like ponzu, I'm like, fuck off.
Damn, dude. I am
Just
garbage. I
joke.
don't even know what ponzu is.
It's some kind of weird. It's like a sauce that is used a lot in Japanese cuisine and Korean. It's like it's soy sauce, but it's with like I think it's infused with like a citrus, some kind of fruit, almost like a lemon, but like the size of a grapefruit.
Have you tried it on a steak before?
Yeah, it's fucking. Yeah, no, that ponzu,
That actually sounds like something that would be,
it's
meant for one.
It's ponzu with like on steak.
Okay.
Or with like Korean barbecue, and then sometimes they have different sauces. They have like they'll have a kind of a sweet kind of barbecue, or spicy, and then they'll have one that's maybe like they have one that you know what daikon is. Do you know daikon? Like
know.
It's like a radish. It's big radishes, and they make like a what's it called? Puree, is that the word?
Yeah.
Like a apple,
Like a paste or something?
almost like an applesauce consistency.
Yeah.
And then that with that ponzu on like a good cut of beef is ridiculous. I mean, it's like, I'm gonna go eat that tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to Tachibana, and you want to go to Tachibana and eat lunch tomorrow?
I'm down. I mean, it sounds pretty awesome. Do I have to drink LaCroix with it?
No, but Tachibana they have good lunch specials.
Yeah, that sounds great to me. About to change my whole life.
Do you think Tachibana will sponsor this podcast?
If you really believe in yourself, I say go for it. Who knows?
All I have to do is
Shouts
believe.
out to Tachibana.
Who should I get to sponsor? Oh, sorry, this is gonna be our last bit for the night because I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, no, we've been going for a while.
This is fun though. This has been one of my favorites.
Is this a good?
This
Has
has
been
been fun
listenable? Do you think people will enjoy this?
It doesn't matter.
The whole time I'm like,
I think so.
who's turning it off when?
I think so. Like I don't want to stop doing it, which is a good sign.
I
But
feel good about
the
it.
only thing that makes me is we're gonna run out of we're gonna
Yeah,
run
okay.
out of card space here shortly. I'm just guesstimating, but
Jeez, yeah, it's almost 4 a.m. Look at that.
But who should I get to try and sponsor this podcast?
Other than LaCroix, I don't know, Tinder. We gave them a lot of juice tonight.
That's a,
Tinder check. We're at the end of the podcast. Any more matches?
all right, let's see.
Jon Bass gets some ass.
All right, I'm gonna swipe through. I'm gonna give it one more swipe. I can, you know how when you go through and you can look at somebody and you can tell by like how hot and or not hot they are,
Yeah.
whether or not you're gonna match with them.
Sometimes it's apparent.
All right,
Yeah.
here's a girl. I bet I'll give an update. Probably not, but I bet if she's seen me and I hit match, we're gonna match.
Okay. All right. I like it. Man,
Absolutely, it's a match.
Is it?
It's a match. All right.
there you go. I like it.
Okay, we're gonna try one more.
Oh shit.
Oh, this is someone that I've been out with before. I'm gonna match with her and see if we match again. We did not match.
Whoa. Damn. Should have went out on the win.
All right, last one. No. Susan, Sarah,
Oh god. How many?
Ola, Heidi spelled. Okay, I gotta stop. These could be people.
You know, 1 out of 20 is not bad.
All right. Oh, I'm out of likes.
Damn, you hungry, horny bastard.
That sucks,
Liking all
dude.
night long.
See, this is why I hate it.
That's when you know it's this is what the podcast is over, is when you run out of Tinder likes. It's a new frame of reference.
I fucking hate Tinder.
Okay, no, Tinder's not a sponsor. Fuck Tinder.
Who else can we get?
Timmy Two Times should sponsor somebody. The man is rooted in comedy deeply. Shout out Timmy.
It'd be cool to get sponsored by like Burger King.
Burger King would be cool. They were on top of their marketing for a while. They had the creepy King guy and like the video games and shit. I feel like stand-up comedy would be a good way to
Burger
bring it
King
back
had
for
a
them.
Video game?
Yeah, the original Xbox days, it was the King mascot, and it was like fucking BMX games and stuff. They had like a 5-game pack, and it was all their mascot just doing weird shit, like Tony Hawk games and stuff.
And would you like?
And I was poor enough to have experienced these games because they were like $5.
So would you like skate through and like pick up?
Oh yeah,
like, for
you were.
energy, pick up French fries.
You're
and stuff?
on the bike as the king, and you're like collecting Whoppers for points and shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, it was pretty sweet. Burger King would be a good sponsor. They used to be pretty weird. I feel like they would be a good fit.
What's your favorite fast food burger place?
Of the large chains, Wendy's is a good default.
Yeah.
You know why the burgers are square?
Why?
Because Dave Thomas never cuts corners. That's a real thing. I didn't make that up. So, you know, take that.
Well,
But yes, Wendy's. What are you into? Kind of fast food.
how many times did you blow Dave Thomas before he died?
I fucking love Dave Thomas, man.
Just
The only things I love are Star Wars and Dave Thomas. My fucking favorite, dude.
I love Star Wars and blowing Dave Thomas.
Oh fuck! I eat Baconators while I'm watching Star Wars. Okay.
Do you buy a large Frosty and then put your wiener in it?
Yeah, dude.
I do that, but I just have to buy the small Frosty, not the junior one.
Dipping your
The
nuggets
small
in
is
it.
fine. The medium, unnecessary. Oh my god.
Wendy's would be a good sponsor. Shout out Wendy's.
This is
Give us a free Junior Frosty for this podcast.
I've got one of those keychain things that I can get a free Frosty, free Junior Frosty. Do you have one of those?
I do not. Is
They're
that what
like-
I get for coming on the podcast? Is a free Frosty?
No, I only have one.
Fuck.
I'll give you one.
It's okay.
They sell those things at fucking around the holidays. I almost said Christmas.
You had them since you put the tree up?
Tree was first.
Okay.
Frosties were second.
I feel like you should include a picture of your Christmas tree with this episode, so they know. It's very ornate.
No, there have been plenty already.
Is it well documented that the tree is there? Okay.
It's well fucking documented.
Okay. I don't want you to dox yourself with a picture of your Christmas tree or anything. The Redditors will piece it together.
Oh God, losers. I only go on Reddit to find out where like good or bad things are in a particular place.
Okay.
Like I like to play disc golf, so like if I'm in a different city.
So you use it Reddit as Yelp? You use it for like reviews on stuff? Okay.
Yeah, because it's real people in there usually.
Right.
Yelp is fake.
Yelp's very Karen-y, the corner of the internet, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like the people that use Yelp.
Yeah. I just use it to find, or if there's a very specific topic, like last year at Louder Than Life, I'd gotten tickets from Louder Than Life from my friends Maddie and Steven. Shout out. Thanks for coming yesterday to the competition. Anyway, they don't listen to this, but whatever. Let's just pretend they do.
Shout out Maddie, Steven.
Yeah.
And Steven.
And so I bought tickets from them, and then I ended up deciding not to go because I heard that someone were like, "Oh, there are 850,000 people there," and I was like, "I'm not going." That's way too many people.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like 10 or 20.
It's a lot.
Like 20, like enough for like a football game. That many.
No, that's a lot.
Yeah, and they're like, no, it's literally like almost 1 million people, and I was like, I'm not fucking going then. and so
it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I went in 2019.
It's just too many people. How can you enjoy a show like
I crowd surfed during Rob Zombie. I was on the people.
Could you hear good?
I mean, it's all kind of a blur. I remember getting like dropped on a security guy, and I was wearing shorts, and I kind of like sacked him right in the face on accident. And I was very excited. He like helped me get up. I was like, "Yeah, man!" And he like just fucking very angrily pushed me away from him. But I had fun. It was good.
Because you sacked him.
Yeah,
That's kind of on you, but
I mean, wearing shorts into a mosh pit was an odd choice, but yeah, I'm comfortable in a crowd, sure.
yeah, I don't know if I would enjoy that big of a concert.
Yeah,
so.
It is a lot for sure. It can be like overwhelming. I went to Forecastle and people were like passing out in the crowd waiting for like artists to come on. It was a similar like condensed volume of people or whatever, and they're just like literally just dropping while we're waiting. Hot, high, I don't know. Both locked their knees. Who knows? I mean, we didn't ask them.
Yeah,
they fell down and their friends dragged them away to the medical tent.
That's too much.
It was a lot.
I think that many people that's getting into like Brazilian soccer stadium collapse level.
Oh yeah, I mean you're like crunched. If you're trying to get a good spot and you're in that, it's like shoulder to shoulder.
Like that, and I think that Astro World shit, it should be a good example of maybe they should cap some of this shit.
Yeah, that was way oversold for sure. They needed to put a limit on the tickets.
Like if the local authorities can't like handle, you know what I mean? Like whatever.
These goddamn kids, get off my lawn.
You need to read a book.
You need to read the Bible. Stop making fun of bald guys.
What was the book of the Bible? Rick?
It was Rick 16. Is that the name of the episode?
Rick 16. What is Rick 16? What is the verse?
Oh, Rick 16. I don't know if I can riff Rick 16 right now.
In thy absence. In thy absence. Okay, you do the next part.
Oh shit. In thy absence.
It doesn't have to finish. We can.
The Lord said unto thee,
hallowed be thy name.
and shallow be thy farts. This is painful. I hope that the listener feels as uncomfortable as I do now.
You know, I've never, you know, shout out, like, props to God for writing all that, you know.
That's a long book. That's a long book.
And, you know.
We couldn't even do 3 lines.
No,
He wrote
I mean,
like a fucking million pages.
He's humbled me now, you know.
You know, I heard something.
I come before ye humbled.
I heard he had ghostwriters. I don't want to put that out there, but God and Drake, 2 biggest frauds in the game, ghostwriters. That's right. I'm coming for Drake. First podcast, starting beef.
I don't even know any new Drake songs.
Exactly.
I've been saying Drake's not is bullshit since like that cell phone song. Like after that cell phone song, his shit was just stupid.
Yeah. Fuck you, Drake.
He's pretty cool. Though.
Drake Bell too. Fuck
He's
him.
cool.
Anybody named Drake?
If he showed up right now, I'd be like, oh my God.
I mean, that would be cool to hang out with him, but like, you know, he's not here, so fuck him.
All right, let's end this one. It's Rick 16.
Yeah.
Thou shalt enter
thy podcast. I don't know. Good night. Have fun, everybody.
That's not the verse.
That was it. That's how it goes.
Gay. I'm gonna have to edit that out. Oh God, I'm not gonna do it.
I was too deep. I'm falling asleep over here.